Hey, you guys, so welcome back to my channel. Chi Chi here, and I'm going to talk about the loneliness epidemic that's going on with women, with men. Loneliness, right? Ever since the pandemic in 2020, we have seen an increase in loneliness. I'm sure there was a trend of loneliness before, just with the increase of internet relationships and things like that, and just adulting, right? People just having less time to do the things they really want to do because they're just trying to survive out here, right? But with since the pandemic and with inflation constantly going up each year, it just feels like loneliness is becoming more and more of a thing. And especially like with AI and how they're creating products where people are replacing humans with AI, like the guys buying the robot girlfriends and settling for long distance relationships, things like that. So like it's just it's a time where there's a lot of people voicing that loneliness has entered the chat, okay? And speaking as a woman that has expressed feeling lonely at times, I totally get it. I totally feel this thing. I've had transitions happen in the past 4 years of my life to where I at times have felt lonely, but also through that loneliness and just persevering and just dealing like it is what it is, I've also been able to appreciate being by myself and just finding, those moments and opportunities where I could just appreciate being by myself and not where I have to share space with someone or explain what I'm doing or, you know what I'm saying? Like just all of those nuances that comes with sharing space with someone, right? But even though you enjoy your time alone, even though you can entertain yourself, even though you like peace and quiet, it can get lonely at times, okay? And I think the big part of that is just inflation, okay? There's been plenty of times I've wanted to go out to a festival, but I'm like, well, shit, if I go to the festival, not only am I paying for the ticket, but I gotta pay for parking, I gotta pay for snacks and concessions, I gotta pay for the turn up after the turn up, I gotta, all these other considerations of cost versus chilling at the house, just finding something to do there. So I feel like money, inflation, just how wages are not increasing, but the cost of living is consistently increasing everywhere, no matter if you're in the north, south, east, west, older, younger. Everything is going up all the time. Groceries, gas, cost of living, rent, just every little thing just going up. So I feel like when it comes to loneliness, not only are people just not going out anymore, but dating has also taken a decline, right? Because people are making less money. Now we see more and more guys that are showing their true intentions, showing their true colors about wanting women to pay 50-50 and want women to split the bill and not wanting to treat and quarter women, but instead Netflix and chill because they're broke. And it's like, just say you want to do, a more cost effective type of thing, but don't just disrespect women as a whole because you broke. So we have those men, showing themselves like making it seem like they're the prize and how women need to work to get to them and stuff. And it's like, that's not how this works. Like, just say you're insecure in your financial situation. All of us are, okay? So I feel like the inflation and costs with everything and just people earning less depending on whatever industry you work in, right? Because we know those crypto bros and all those people that be getting TikTok famous, they be getting their bags, okay? But it's not being distributed to everyone. So the general consensus is that everyone's broke. I think they said something like 70% of Americans don't have a savings or something like that. It may be more, I don't know. But in essence, the conversation is like, we're lonely and we're broke. Okay, and we're sad because we're lonely and we're broke. Like, I'm sure I have a lot more fun if I had more money. But the fact is, you either got it or you don't. So I feel like just with the cost of living, inflation, people aren't spending money, people aren't going out, so therefore people aren't dating. And since you're not dating, after a while, you kind of don't miss what you're not experiencing. So a lot of people don't even miss dating. They don't even realize or remember what the benefit was anyway, especially if guys are being cheaper now, they're penny pinching more. Why would I want to put myself in a situation where they're going to dine and dash on me? Are you kidding me? So no thanks. And plus, like, like it's sometimes not even worth the dinner. It's not even worth the conversation, or it's not worth the dinner for the conversation you have to endure with some of these people, because a lot of people don't even want to do the work on themselves. Like with the pandemic, it's like you either worked on yourself or you didn't. You either created a new hobby, a new passion, a new business, or you did it and you're bored and you're twiddling your thumbs and you know what I'm saying? It's like just understanding like where we are in this world. Like we're 4 years later from that. How has your life changed since then? Are you more social or less social? Are you earning more money or earning less money, or about the same? Are you spending more time with people or spending more time by yourself? So like we all have to do this 4-year check-in of what is life now. And from what I'm researching and what I'm learning is that not just women are lonely, but the guys are too. And the first thing I thought about with the guys feeling lonely is like, listen to the music. Drake made that song, No New Friends, all of these songs, specifically rap and hip hop, the messaging is, whether it's female rap or men rap, it's can't trust each other. You can't trust these B's, can't trust these N's, no new friends. Oh, I be by myself. It's just all of this messaging that's promoting that you can't trust people. You're better off by yourself. And while solitude is important and it's necessary depending on what you're going through, we need community. Community is important. Group events is important. Having a buddy, a partner that you can experience life with is important. I'm not saying that everybody is meant to be married or meant to be in a relationship, but it does make a difference when you have someone in your world that can experience life with you, that understand what you're going through. I feel it's just very important that we all remember that it's okay to want community. It's okay to want a group. It's okay to want a friend. Like my whole life, I've been in this like up and down where I'm asking my mom, like, why don't I have one like solid best friend? It's like I have friends in phases and seasons depending on like where I'm living and what I'm going through and what I'm doing and who shares like interests with me. You know what I'm saying? And when you're, relocating and when you're aging and adulting, learn about you, learning what you like, what you don't like anymore, what you never liked, just all this learning experience, it's a lot. And we need to have someone that we can share that with. But as long as we have people that's just insistent on not changing, not doing the self-development work to have healthier relationships with people, we're still going to be stuck in this. Like, for example, one thing that I do that I don't like about myself, but I'm also self-aware about it, I will literally just not text you back because I don't like texting. Sometimes it's exhausting. Like the most texts I get are from these businesses like Mayel. It's another sale going on. Playboy. It's another sale going on. Like all these different companies that have turned to text for their promo. It's annoying as fuck. So anytime I get a text about a bill that's due or money that just got withdrawn or tell me about another way to spend money, Fashion Nova, it's like, ugh, please don't text me. The last thing I want to do is text you back. Just send me an audio note. I'll send you one real quick. So because I don't like texting, I'm not on dating apps. And since I'm not on dating apps, I'm not meeting people that want to go on dates and probably want to take me on dates, right? But no, because I remember from my experience when the brief period I was on dating apps, none of that was happening because people want to play the same stupid ass 21 questions game. So what do you like to do? So what's your favorite color? So what type of music you like? Like, do you really give a fuck? Like, so for me, I would rather meet people in person. I would rather develop an organic connection like they used to do in the old days. Go to a good old house party, find someone that you bond with, have fun, and then just see where it goes from there. Or you go to a wedding, you slow dance with somebody, you like the way they move, now you exchange numbers. Like, or you go on a trip, you meet someone, you exchange contact, and then you carry it on from there. Like, we're gonna have to meet people through experiences, you guys, because these dating apps suck. They suck. Not only do they suck, but they're dangerous for people at times. There have been men that have gone on dates and been scammed by women or whoever you're dating, whoever you're attracted to, right? I'm saying men and women just to say like even playing field on the scammy energy and the ain't shitness, okay? So there have been men that have the pure intention on establishing a connection, going on a date, having a good time, not knowing that the woman or the feminine energy, the feminine counterpart, is only there for a free meal, is only there to get whatever they can get, and they're bouncing. They're only there for content. They're only there to pass time because they're bored. Who they really love is just not available right now. And as soon as that other person becomes available, they're ditching your ass, okay? So there have been men that have been taken advantage of from these dating apps and dating culture. There have been women that have been abused, sexually assaulted, unalive because they chose to trust these dating apps. They chose to trust that the people on there are vetted and they're well-intentioned and they have the same intentions, the same pure intentions as them to establish a connection, to go on a date, have a good time, have a good meal, and safely go back home. But that's not the case for a lot of people, okay? Because again, dating culture, right? Because this was happening before the apps was out, right? But now the apps just make it easier and faster to make these connections to where people could just be put in unsafe situations. So just knowing that potential out there, like, well, shit, if I even try to put myself out there to be on dating apps or to go out to be social, I could run into a lunatic to scam me or harm me. Who wants to deal with that? I'll just sit at the house, okay? Some of these businesses are just getting ridiculous with what they're charging shit, okay? And I don't want to support businesses that do that. Like if a business doesn't have parking included, I'm usually not going to go to that business unless I have to, because fuck you. Why should I have to pay for parking? Y'all should have this included with the business. But anyway, so there for me, I just go on like little protests myself where I just don't want to spend my money at businesses that's taking advantage of the people, that's taking advantage of the customer's dollar, you know? I think it's BS. I think it's crap. And I feel like more and more people are starting to get put onto that. Like, if you don't want this business fucking you over with the charges and where they're sending their money to fund genocide, ceasefire now, you don't have to give those businesses your money, okay? I believe the celebrity blackout 2024 is still in effect, okay? And power to the people. Power to the people, you know? So I feel like people, men and women alike, are just realizing that their life is more important than getting a lay. Their life is more important than just being in a situationship for the sake of, I don't want to be by myself. Like, no, it's like, I feel like some people are choosing their value. They're choosing their self. They're realizing like it don't take all that. It don't require all of that. My safety, my security is most important. Let me just grit and bear through this loneliness so that I'm becoming a better person. I'm becoming a healthier person. I'm becoming a person that I like. Let me do the inner work first. Let me do the internal work first, you know? And it's very important. But there's some people that's not doing the work. And those are the crusty crabs that we're seeing. Those are the scammy Susans that we're seeing, you know, where it's just like the pity patties. Okay. It's like where they ruin the dating experience and it just make you say, let me get up from this table. I don't want any more of what they're serving, you know? So the loneliness epidemic is hitting a lot of us, and it's just a lot of different reasons, you know, like maybe some people are going out and they're realizing like, damn, these people I'm around, we don't share the same values. We see life differently. I don't like their character. They don't respect me. You know, like narcissism is running rampant because some people think it's funny to be a narcissist. Like there are some people that simply go out on dates just to give a bad dating experience. Like all these women going on having these dates and sharing their dating experiences where the men are just being, that's another one I'm going to do. I'm going to do a video on, he's not stupid, he's just an asshole. Because you know how it's always been said how women mature faster than men and men are incompetent. They don't know any better. Women are smarter than men. You got to teach men because they don't know. Oh my God. No, it's not. It's not that they're stupid. They're just mean. And I'm going to do a video on weaponized incompetence. He's not stupid. He's just mean. Okay? And people are catching on to that. Not just women catching on to the narcissistic men, but there are some men that are also realizing the feminine energy, the feminine counterpart also has a way of narcissism as well. It's like narcissism isn't just exclusive to men or women or just relationship partners. It could be your parents too. It could be your children too. It could be your friend too. It could be your business partner too. Like narcissism does not discriminate. Okay? If you're a shitty person, it's going to come out. All right? So there's just a lot of factors that play into the loneliness epidemic. You know, a lot of people just got used to being by themselves. They got used to the loneliness. They got used to only having internet relationships, you know, and they just leaned into it. You know, some of them have become incels. That's another topic I gotta talk about. Incels, those chronically online type of people, right? I guess I'm becoming one because I'm really getting to my YouTube bag, all right? But nonetheless, there are some people that just made peace with the loneliness and like, yes, it sucks, but I'd rather be in here than out there, because out there is fucking scary at times. Okay, and not only are we fearful of the crime rates out there, but shoot, the traffic, the heat. It's hot outside, and it's only getting hotter with each passing summer. Climate control, or what is it? Is it climate control? I feel like it's another word, but anyway, outside is expensive and hot. It's expensive and hot. I know that's been the reason why I've stayed home on days I really want to go out, and I even had the money to go out, but it's expensive and it's hot. It's expensive and it's hot. So what are we going to do about this loneliness epidemic, you guys? Well, first of all, we're going to use this time that we're by ourselves to take it for what it is, to do the inner work, to understand why we are the way we are, to understand what we like about ourselves, what we don't like about ourselves, what activities, hobbies, crafts, projects that we actually enjoy, that we actually like, where what would we do if we didn't have to explain ourselves to other people? Like for me, y'all know I love astrology, tarot, and all this stuff. Like, this is what I do. I don't want to be around somebody that's always asking, what you doing that for? Judging me. It's like, you know what? You don't get it. So just go over there. Let me go find my people that also love astrology and tarot. How about that? You know? So before you find your people, you got to find yourself, you guys. If you have this loneliness epidemic, before you find your people, you got to find yourself. Or flip side of that, for some people, they don't find themselves until they find a group of people that allow them to be themselves. Ooh, that sounded so warm. Some people don't find themselves until they find a group that allows them to be themselves. And not only do they find themselves, they create a newness, you know? So if you're feeling lonely, I encourage you to do the inner work, to understand yourself, maybe do some self-reflection. Why am I by myself right now? Oh, because I'm divorced. Oh, because I broke up with them. Oh, because I graduated college. Oh, because I had to get a new job. Oh, because I moved back home with my parents. Oh, because I got stationed out of the country. Oh, because I'm a mom now. I'm a parent now. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your reason for why you feel so alone. And you could feel alone in a house full of people. You can feel content by yourself. It's all about what our spirit, what we're telling our mind, how we're seeing the world, right? You could be alone but not lonely. Loneliness is a feeling, right? So if you feel loneliness, you can feel happiness too. But what makes you happy? It may not be the alcohol like you think. It may not be the weed like you think. It may not be the sex like you think. It may not be the spending money like you think. It may not be the club hopping, bar hopping like you think. Okay, the clubs are dying. I'm going to do a video on that. The clubs are dying. Club culture is dead. Hookup culture is dead. Dating app culture is dead. Okay? And so we have to go back to the source, you guys. We have to go back to the root. You are the root. What makes you happy? What makes you feel secure? What brings you joy? What do you love? What do you enjoy speaking about? What do you enjoy listening to? Who do you enjoy being around? Who do you not like being around? Like, understand the makings of you. And maybe, just maybe, you may find a shift within yourself to where you're not so hungry or thirsty for a partner. You're not so thirsty to have sex, be in a relationship, because you're creating the fullness for yourself. You're creating the contentment for yourself. You don't need someone to tell you how beautiful you are, because you know you're beautiful. You're wearing makeup for you. You're getting dressed up for you. You're going out because you want to and not because you're expected or obligated to. You're not bringing that energy of, I don't want to go. You know, you're going with, I'm excited. I'm embracing the day, you know? And as you allow yourself to be beautiful, to be light, to be charming, attractive, elevated in your energy, you will be guided and attracted to other people with their elevated energy. And then before you know it, that likeness and those bonds are being formed, okay? Whether it's with a group or with another person, it's still a special connection, okay? So That's going to be my little 2 cents on like the loneliness epidemic. It's here, but it's only going to be here until you get clear on what you love, my dear. Did you hear how it rhymed? Okay. So, take a breath. One more. We're here now. So what now? What now? Let's make the most of it. Your life is right now. It's happening right now. As long as you have breath, you have options. You're still here. You still have chance and opportunity to make a change, to do something different. If you're used to waking up late, wake up a little earlier. If you're used to going to this restaurant, go to a new restaurant. All right. If you're used to doing this hobby, this creative passion, do something totally different. Opposite side of that. Switch up your wardrobe. Switch up your hair. The shift may need to happen with you internally, okay, with your spirit first before the outside can reflect the reality you wish to have, okay? So, my love to you. If you're feeling the loneliness epidemic, you are not alone, so don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself some grace, some time, and you may need a little space, all right, from the space that you've been fixed in for so long, all right? Go outside, go touch some grass. Give this video a like. Please subscribe to my channel. Share with anyone that you care about. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you. Bye.